5,000. The concrete restoration would be 1.1 million.
I have the numbers, Rich, if you want. So
Oh,
general
yeah,
would be
okay.
1.8 million. Concrete rest, this is Rich's numbers. Concrete would be 1.1 million. HVAC would be 378,000.
Right.
Paint exterior would be 700,000, and the roof would be 531,000. And this would be at the end of 2025.
Right.
And I think, didn't we get an estimate on the roof from that one roofing company that it was gonna be roughly about 400,000 to do the roof?
The whole roof or half the roof?
No, I thought the whole roof. We quoted it in two.
Yeah, he quoted it in 2 parts. I don't remember what the numbers were.
That's another one that sounds too good to be true.
Yes, it does.
But that's just, you know, a number that's out there, but when we're ready to do it, then we'll really get a true quote. I mean,
All right. So Andrew, my question is, in the next 5 years, is which is more likely to go bad, the roof or the HVAC?
both.
Well,
Well,
both.
Yeah, I think both's the truth, but HVAC within 5 years some big pieces will die
Yeah.
for sure.
And we can't wait to the 5th year, so it dies and we have no air
Right.
conditioner. So we gotta think
Well,
about,
anything that dies up there is going to affect half the building instantly.
right.
I think the owners can live with less paint, but they can't live with less AC.
Right.
If-
I agree with that.
If that's imperative, I'm okay with adding more money to the HVAC for 2021 and reducing something else for 2021. And then once we get, and maybe even 2022, and once we get the HVAC done, then we can increase the reserves for,
Yeah,
the
well,
following year.
That's it.
Absolutely.
And reduced for 2 years.
That's what we did this year. We took things like concrete restoration and we took it down this year because we knew we didn't have to do it for another 7 years. And we said, as we get closer, we'll increase it again. So 100%, I totally agree with you.
I totally agree with you, Richard.
Raise the reserves another $50,000. What are you talking, $3 a month or so?
Yeah, I mean, Bill brings up a good point as well. We're gonna go to $600,000 for the reserves in 2021. In 2022 or 2023, that might go to 650.
Well, wait. Let's take 1 year at a time, okay? That's all. Let's just take this year. Let's see how it goes. Again, one step at a time. Okay, so for 2021, do we have to vote on it? Like, what is the process, the proper procedure on the allocation? And the budget? Do we have to take a formal vote that we are in agreement?
Yeah,
Can't hurt.
at a board meeting, yeah,
Yes.
the next board meeting, we can say, here's the percentages, and as a board, we can make a motion to.
Well,
figure out the
we,
percentages.
we need to push this to completion.
Yeah,
The management company is pushing us.
Right. I mean, it's
I think we could vote now on the allocations.
Well, I think I'd like to see Howard's finished numbers.
Yeah, so would I.
okay.
And remember, last year, we did not approve this until December 16th.
I know, but that can't happen this year.
Well, we didn't even hit November yet. We have a couple of weeks that we can still approve this, and it will be early.
Well,
We got
you gotta work backwards. We need to do this before people leave for Thanksgiving. And you need to give them a 2-week notice that there's going to be the vote.
Lorraine, I don't know how to tell you this, but there's nobody here to leave. They haven't come back. They haven't come back. We're still in COVID. So they're
That
not
is true.
leaving anywhere. They may be coming here,
but
but they're
then
not
up
leaving
on
here.
Castle, they asked the budget to be ready and going for November 1st.
Yeah, we
All right.
have-
Well, it'll be a couple of days. Listen, we'll have this. You'll have the updated schedule over the weekend or on Monday.
That's
And
all.
I think we have a board meeting scheduled for next week, Stuart?
We have one
Um,
for Tuesday night.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yes.
I didn't even know that. Okay.
We have the vote on the 5 questions for Tuesday night.
Oh, isn't that 4 questions? Just a joke. Okay, never mind.
Minus
So
China.
can we add this to the agenda?
I don't think so.
You'd have to have a separate meeting. I'd
No.
add this-
All right. So
Okay.
then
We
we
already
can,
have 2 separate meetings on
Yeah, this
Tuesday.
alone takes us an hour.
Can I just bring up one more thing, because that concerns us all? I
Sure.
sent an email to the company who's going to repair the gate from the damage,
Yeah,
and he just emailed me back. He saw the video of the car hitting the gate, and he realizes that there is more damage there. He's sending a man back today to take a look at it and give us a new estimate.
okay.
Good job.
all right.
You
Okay,
you
one other
agree with
thing
me that
that
that bottom
we-
bar is probably bent?
Yeah, he saw that. He saw it in the video, so he's sending somebody back.
Okay,
Okay. So what the plan of action is that I'm going to update all the numbers. I will send it out to everybody. We can schedule a meeting to, and to vote on this. And we'll take it from there.
Howard,
Now, can you change that 2020 number for HVAC to 2025 and line it up with all the others?
In the reserve study amount, Howard.
Okay, so you want the HVAC, right now for HVAC at 12%, you want that applied to every year through 2025?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, yes, I will update Richard's analysis, which was really very
Okay.
good.
now, I
Okay.
just want to bring something else too, is for the salaries and the buyout of the employees, whatever that
Oh, yes,
be. Okay?
Oh.
My perception, my feelings is that it's an expense and it should be put into our budget and it's not a reserve item because reserve items are for major components of our building, infrastructure, those type of things. Buyout for salaries for the people that are staying here that not weren't in the contract, is an expense. So with Castle said they would pay it up front and we can put it into our budget over the next 3 years as a line item. So.
okay,
it's food for
so tell me when you're done, Bill. Sorry.
I'm done.
Okay, so actually on that topic, I spoke with our auditor this morning, Michelle Forey, about that. And she's going to be sending us a letter that what's called an amateurized expense. Sort of like when you buy a business with goodwill, the goodwill gets allocated as an income statement item, but the funding for it doesn't come, the owners don't have to fund for it as part of the budget for next year. It gets allocated over the life of the contract, which is a 3-year contract. So yes, it will be a line item similar to depreciation on fixed assets. But as far as when you purchase a large fixed asset, it's the same thing, except obviously we're talking about individuals, but it's the same concept that you're making a purchase that gets spread over a 3-year period and it gets amortized or depreciated over a 3-year period.
And where does the money come from?
The money will come from the general reserve account. Yes. I mean, listen, we also have as you said, that Castle brought up the topic about financing it. I mean, we could talk about that too, but at this point, we still don't even know what the final number is going to be. That's still under negotiation. And then we can find out once we determine the number. But my 2 cents is that the owners should not be funding for this in the 2021 budget.
okay.
I don't agree with it, so.
Okay.
So before we end, Lorraine started to say something really important about what we have to do and timeline. And we need to finish that because we're looking at having a vote, right, on full or partial reserves and the budget, which is, presenting the budget and doing the full partial reserves. So that vote's got to happen by Monday, November 23rd, at the very latest, which is the week of Thanksgiving. And that's the latest. We were talking about the 18th or the 19th of November initially. So somewhere in that period, which means that we have to send out a mailing with 14 days notice, which brings us back to about November 4th, which means that we have to get something to the lawyers to prepare everything next week,
Okay,
because it's
Listen.
gonna take them a week.
over
Right.
the weekend or on Monday morning, you'll have the updated numbers. And if you want to schedule a meeting for, any day next week, we can do that.
Fine.
Can
I
we
mean,
do
that's not
it early in the week? Because I'm leaving on Thursday for
No, you're
5
not.
days.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, no problem. Listen, whatever day you want to do it, it's fine. You'll have the numbers. It's just a couple of minor changes. Anyone has questions, we can work this out, and then we can have a vote, whatever day we want to do it. It'll be ready.
Okay,
Okay,
The only thing we have to do is give 48 hours notice. So that means the earliest, if we could speak to Fonnie, that we can get it, does that include weekends? So we can get it scheduled for Tuesday morning, if you want, Wednesday morning, whatever works for you guys.
okay.
you want to do it Tuesday?
It's fine with me.
Tuesday at 11?
Okay,
Yeah. I'm just trying to think. I have a call. Yeah. Tuesday at 11. Let me just check my calendar for a second. Yes, I'm good.
Tuesday is
Yeah, I might be late.
Tuesday at 11 is okay for me.
27. Okay,
I got appointments at 9:30 and 10, so. You might have to be done. with it.
so make it 1. Make it 1 o'clock. Can we do that?
Give me a second.
I've got a Zoom on Tuesday that's something to do with the building.
Wait, let me just see for a second. I'm looking at my calendar.
Tuesday at 1.
Come on. Ugh. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to get to my calendar.
I can't do 1 o'clock.
How about a Wednesday? How about a Wednesday?
Wednesday, I'm open.
I'm open.
Yeah, I'm open.
Wednesday, I'm good.
11 o'clock.
Wednesday at 11 o'clock.
Got it.
If you could ask Fonnie to send it out, Richard or Bill, that would be
Gonna
appreciated.
do it right now.
Yeah, Wednesday at 11 o'clock works for me.
I'll try. I can't promise.
Right. On the 27th, we've got the meeting about replacing carpet on the stairwells and stuff.
Yeah, that's a night meeting.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Wednesday,
The 28th.
28.
Yeah, one meeting a day is gracious plenty anyway.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Hey,
All right,
everybody
guys,
good?
I'll update everything and send it out. Okay.
And that's gonna be for what, budget?
Yes.
Howard.
I make a motion to adjourn.
I second.
Second.
I third.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody.
Done.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Discussion approval.